Hi, thinking about purchasing a home and you have questions about an online mortgage pre-approval or obtaining a mortgage pre-approval letter, then we can help you with that. I'm Jim Hammond, president and founder of EquiFund Mortgage. For over 22 years, we've helped homeowners not only secure financing for purchasing their home, but more importantly, identifying the lowest interest rate, lowest fee loan in the marketplace. With so many lenders in the marketplace and so much advertising, how do you know that you captured the lowest rate loan? Well, up until now, that's been almost impossible. As it relates to online mortgage pre-approvals, this is the most important step you're going to take through the home buying process. All right? Why is it so important? Here's why. Simply said, the difference, get me on this, guys, the difference between a 1% rate on a 30-year loan on a $450,000 home is $49,500. That's how much of an impact it makes towards the purchasing price. In other words, having a loan with a 1% lower interest rate is equal to the seller selling you that same home for $50,000 less on a $450,000 home. Are you thinking about purchasing a home? How exciting. One of the first and most important steps to buying a home is getting pre-approved for multiple reasons. One, the real estate agent is going to want to make sure that you're qualified as they work with you and invest their time to help you identify and find the best home. Number two, sellers are not going to consider any offer unless there's a pre-approval attached to it from a financial institution. Number three, the most important part, and I'm glad you found us on the internet, is the terms of financing for your loan. You see, purchasing a home, it's not just the price that you pay from the seller, it is also the price that you are going to pay to the lender. The sum of the purchase price and the cost of financing really makes up the total cost of owning that home. So what we want to do is answer some of the common questions you have about online mortgage pre-approvals. Where is the best place to get one, and how long do they last? But also, first, before we dive into that, what I want to help you understand is something very important. Real estate agents, when they refer you to their preferred lender, that preferred lender really services the real estate agent. Now, that does not mean at all that lender's interest rates are the lowest rates in the marketplace or have the lowest closing costs. What that means is the real estate agent has a long-term working relationship with that lender. That lender will pick up the phone on a Saturday or a Sunday and work with that real estate agent. What is the trade-off loss that you can experience by not identifying the lowest rate loan in the market? In our system, it's about 1% in interest rate. Now that 1% in interest rate, what does that mean to you? That's about $50,000 in purchasing price compared to an okay rate loan that you get for free. Why is that? Our online mortgage pre-approval system is pricing loans through multiple lenders, identifying the lowest interest rate and fee loan. Usually, majority of the time, probably 95 to 99% of the times, our 30-year fixed interest rates are 1% lower. On a $450,000 home, that is about $50,000 more in your pocket for purchasing power. So it's no different than your seller dropping their sales price by $50,000. And that's because you found the best loan in the marketplace. So let's talk about and answer some of the common questions we hear from our borrowers. One, what is a mortgage pre-approval letter? All right, a mortgage pre-approval letter basically shows that you've been pre-qualified to purchase a home. Typically what that means is ultimately you've had your credit checked, you qualify by credit, your income documents have been verified and validated that you meet all underwriting guidelines for final loan approval. And number three, any down payment funds have been already pre-verified by the lending institution. And when that happens, the lending institution will give you a pre-approval letter for you to give to your real estate agent so they know that you qualify. And number two, so when you do make an offer on a property, you can actually provide that to the seller so the seller knows this is a qualified offer, and if they negotiate the terms of the price with you, that you will close on the transaction. All right, so that's what it is. Next question we get often is how long are these pre-approved letters? Well, a good mortgage pre-approval letter should last you 90 days. Now, there will be a final credit pull and credit check at the submission or before the closing of your loan. So what's very important here is after you get that pre-approval, what you do not want to do is go out and purchase an automobile or extend any new credit lines, open up trade accounts, credit cards, purchases, small business loans, personal loans. You don't want to do those things without consulting with your loan originator first, all right? Because we do not want that to affect your debt to income and push you out of the window of pre-approval. And that has happened at times. There's been times we'd issue a pre-approval letter. Next thing you know, the consumer will go out and purchase a car, and that car payment was just a little too much to allow them to maintain that pre-approved status. So don't do anything. Once you get that pre-approval, make your offers, find that home, and start the closing process. And until your loan is closed and funded, you do not want to purchase anything. So 90 days is how long that letter is good for. All right, so the next question is, where do you go to get pre-approved for a mortgage? Now, I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake that I see consumers make is they do not take control of the mortgage shopping process. And I get it. When I look online and I look at our Facebook or an Instagram page or the TV commercials, it's mortgage advertisements everywhere, bombarded with them. So much so that, I often tell my friends, you could advertise a cure for cancer and you'll scroll right by it because there's so much minutia on the internet through advertising in all the channels, our email accounts, telemarketers, junk mail, and all that. So to answer your question, where do you go to get a good mortgage pre-approval? And most importantly, capture the lowest interest rate loan. Well, EquiFund Mortgage, as you can see behind me, we have built a simple 3-minute loan pre-approval tool. Now, it does not require that we pull your credit. This is based off of your self-reported information. But before you allow some lender to pull your credit, what you should do is identify the lowest interest rate loan, the lowest closing cost, because as we said in this video, on a $450,000 home, that's $50,000 more purchasing power compared to an okay rate loan that you get for free. All right, so I'll show you the math here at the end of this video, or include a link in the bottom. Just look under the comments and you can see that math. On average, EquiFund's site is delivering interest rates 1% lower. So what information is needed and what are the steps to get pre-approved? Well, using the mortgage app, you apply to purchase a home on our website, EquiFundMortgage.com. The app will ask you a series of questions, and it only takes about 3 minutes to answer those questions. At the end of answering those questions, it will ask you to create an account for your own privacy and protection. We do not spam call you. We do not spam email you. In most cases, we wait for you to reach out and contact us. It's free to use. There's no commitments or obligations. Once you create that account and you completed the application, it will automatically log you in and you will see your loan options, your closing costs, your down payment, your monthly payment. And you will be pleasantly surprised at how low the interest rates are. From there, when you log back in, the very top of the list is going to be the lowest interest rate, lowest fee loan, and you want to search by annual percentage rate. That annual percentage rate is the true cost of the loan that you are going to pay for financing on the home. That means it includes closing costs. So the lowest APR rate loan will be at the top. Once you select that loan, it will generate a pre-approval letter based on your self-reported information and send it to you. Now, I'm sure you are going to find the lowest rate loans there, and when you find that loan and you like that and you want a full credit grade pre-approval, rather than pull your credit online, we find most consumers still want to talk to a loan originator. And so at that point, you're welcome to call our company and we will pull your credit, fine-tune, and a final mortgage pre-approval for you. So what is the information that you're going to have to provide as far as income documents for that final pre-approval? To obtain that final pre-approval, we're going to need 2 years of tax returns and or W-2s. If you're self-employed, just 2 years tax returns. We're also going to need 1 month's worth of most recent pay stubs for W-2'd employees, or your pensions, Social Security, any streams of income coming in. In addition to that, we're going to need 2 months of your most recent bank statements where those deposited funds are that you're going to use to purchase the home as a down payment. Any retirement income, pensions, Social Security, a divorce decree if you've recently been divorced. This is the information that the loan originator will make a formal request with you about. So what are the basic requirements for you to get pre-approved? Well, in general, you need a minimum of a 580 credit score. Okay, that's the middle of the 3 scores. So you'll need a mid score of 580. You're going to want to have at least 3% down, and that's going to qualify you for the FHAs. So if you're between 580 and less than 620 as your mid credit score, you're going to be looking at a government-sponsored loan program like FHA, VA, or USDA. Conventional loans, minimum credit score is a 620. All right, so, and with a conventional loan, typically you're going to be looking at a 5% down payment minimum. And anything less than 20% down on a conventional loan, you're going to have monthly mortgage insurance. That is an insurance premium that protects the lender. It does not protect you, and it has nothing to do with your homeowner's insurance. At EquiFundMortgage.com, our app, the mortgage app, will actually calculate your monthly mortgage insurance when it's applicable and it applies to you. So, next question you might have is, which loan program should I use? FHA, if you're a veteran and you qualify for VA, and conventional, as a conventional atypical mortgage loan. This is a common question. What we find is not a lot of lenders will calculate all of the loan options to do what we call comparative analysis. So we find beauty in automating that process, because by hand it can take hours to calculate every lender's loan program, every lender's closing costs for all the different loan programs, FHA, conventional, and VA. So at EquiFundMortgage.com, it's just a simple app that you use, and it calculates all the loan programs that you're eligible and would qualify for, and then shows you the lowest rate, lowest fee loan. So rest assured, the engine is automated to deliver the lowest rate and fee loan from all of the available options for you. All right. Monthly income requirements. What is required to get a mortgage? Well, the simplest answer I can give you right now online is you want your debt to income. That means total of your monthly payments divided by your gross monthly income to be less than 50% on average. There are case-by-case scenarios where we still obtain approvals when those debts are running a little too high, but usually there's going to be a compensating factor, and in that case it's going to be the size of the down payment that you're going to put down on the home, or another compensating factor would be sizable assets, maybe in a 401k or in a checking or savings account. All right. So debt to income, what does that mean as an example? Let's say all of your monthly bills total $5,000. Your gross monthly income between you and your spouse or yourself is $10,000. So $5,000 divided by $10,000, that's equal to 0.50 or 50%. All right. So you're going to want to keep your debts low as possible. Some of the other questions we get are, and I've already talked about it in the video, the difference between you finding the lowest rate loan in the marketplace and just going with a lender's preferred lender. All right. What is that difference? And mathematically, what does that equate to financially for you? In other words, what is the trade-off? Does that real estate agent shop each day for the lender with the lowest rate? No. How important is finding the lowest interest rate? Do you even know that? Well, in this video, I want to walk you through that because it's very important. It's more important, it's as equally as important as the price of the home. You do not want to overpay on the purchase of a home, the sales price of a home, by $50,000. So if two homes are right next to each other, one is $450,000, another one is $400,000. They're identical, built the same year, I mean blueprint identical, great condition. Which home are you going to buy? You wouldn't dare pay $450,000. But at the same time, you're not going to go find the lowest interest rate loan. And that really means you're willing to buy the $450,000 home. Because our loans are 1% lower on 30-year fixed loans. And we're happy to bring this to the market. But most importantly, I want to walk you through any questions you have about mortgage pre-approvals, how long are they good for, what is required, and the best way to go about obtaining that mortgage approval. So I'm Jim Hammond, president and founder of EquiFund Mortgage. Our license number is 1070755. And we have been in the mortgage business for over 22 years. We've helped over 50,000 homeowners secure financing or identify a variety of loan programs and capturing the lowest interest rate. So please like, subscribe to this video. We will be sharing much more information to walk you through the home buying process. And below, in the links below, you're going to see some checklist links that we've provided, home buyers checklist, how to negotiate, where to find the lowest interest rate, the list of income documents needed for pre-approval. So we look forward to working with you. You are always welcome to call us if you have any questions. Thank you.